What's up, G-Fam? Giants 1995 coming at you again with another video. We are a day removed from the first round of the NFL draft. Couple night of surprises. Joey Bosa going number 3. Larry Tunsil surprisingly falling for at one point who was supposed to be the number 1 overall pick, falling all the way to 13 to the Dolphins, all because of a picture on Twitter. So I'm gonna go ahead and recap the first round for you guys real quick. I'm not gonna go in. I'm not gonna spend why he fits here or what you have to worry about him, all that bullshit. I'm literally just gonna read through the names and the picks and the teams that took him and the trades. So let's go ahead and hop right into it. Jared Goff, as expected, went to the LA Rams. Great pickup for them. LA guy, California kid going to LA. Carson Wentz to the Philadelphia Eagles. Sam Bradford probably threw out his shoulder, throwing his remote at the damn TV because they took a quarterback. Oh man, I wouldn't be surprised. He probably did throw out his shoulder. Probably threw out his shoulder so damn bad because he threw his remote at the TV because he was so damn pissed that they took Carson Wentz. Anyway, he'll get over it. He's a big boy. Joey Bosa was a huge surprise. I expected Laremy Tunsil to go here or Jalen Ramsey. Joey Bosa went to the Chargers, so that brings a huge defensive boost for them. G-Fam, you know how I feel about the Cowboys. You know how I felt about Ezekiel Elliott coming to us. If you haven't seen my draft reactions video, I'll put the link in the description. I gotta take a drink here real quick. If you haven't seen my draft reactions video, again, the link will be in the description. The Dallas Cowgirls, for some reason, didn't address defense. They took Ezekiel Elliott, the stud running back from Ohio State, who was the guy I wanted to come to New York. Regardless of how many running backs we have, we could cut Rashad Jennings because he's a fucking scrub. Jerry Jones, Cowboys fans, I'm going to talk to you guys personally, up and close and personal. And I'm getting my face right in the camera. Defense wins games, Jerry Jones and Dallas Cowgirl fans. Ezekiel Elliott will not, he'll win you some games, he'll get you some touchdowns, but when Tony Romo goes down, and whatever bullshit quarterback you have step in for you, whether it's Cardale Jones, Hackenberg, Connor Cook, whoever you probably will trade up with the Browns to get a quarterback, Tony Romo will go down. You can't put the load on Ezekiel Elliott. That line, yes, it is a mountain of a line and is a brick wall of a line. Ezekiel Elliott will not always win you games. Because the Cowgirls, Jerry Jones, and Cowboy fans, as Stephen A. Smith says, are an accident waiting to happen. You have needs on defense. That fragile ass paper mache running linebacker and what the fuck's his name? Sean Lee is hurt every goddamn year. You could have taken Miles Jack, regardless of the knee injury. Jerry Jones, you take a risk on people all the time. You took a risk on Randy Gregory, took a risk on Greg Hardy. Rolando McClain, you took a risk on all of them, Jerry Jones. You could have taken Miles Jack, could have taken Jalen Ramsey, Shaq Lawson, Robert Nkemdiche, Reggie Ragland, Carl Joseph. Defense wins games, Jerry Jones. Why do you think the Broncos got to the Super Bowl when Peyton Manning didn't have that great of a year? Think about it, Jerry Jones and Cowboy fans. Just think about it. Defense wins games. When you recover from the accident of this pick, you'll realize that you should have taken a pass rusher, and you guys will still have probably third to last worst defense in the league. Think about it. Think about it, Jerry Jones. Anyway, Jalen Ramsey, not expected, but went to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Was a great defensive fit for him. So congrats to him. Ronnie Stanley was the first tackle off the board with the whole Laremy Tunsil incident. Ronnie Stanley went to the Baltimore Ravens, for those of you who did not watch the draft. DeForest Buckner was a teammate of Ark Armstead being who the Niners chose last year in the first round, I believe at 18 or 19 overall. Buckner went number 7 to the San Francisco 49ers to help beef up the defense even more, alongside his friend Ark Armstead. Jack Conklin was the second tackle off the board. again because of the Ronnie Stanley incident. The Tennessee Titans traded from 15 to 8 with Cleveland. Cleveland went from 8 to 15. Leonard Floyd went to Chicago Bears. They traded from 11 to 9 with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay went from 9 to 11. Again, Chicago went from 11 to 9. Chicago could have taken Leonard Floyd at 11. He would still be there. Leonard Floyd would have been there probably around maybe the 15s to maybe the 20s. So why the hell they traded from 11 to 9 just to get this guy? I have no idea. G-Fan, we took Eli Apple. Surprising me, I was hoping to get Vernon Hargraves or Ragland or Kandichi or Miles Jack, whatever. But this dude ran a 4.40 at the combine. He'll be a great fit alongside DRC and Janoris Jenkins. Eventually down the road, when DRC wants to hang it up and call it a career, he'll step in and replace him. All we need now is a safety to help fill that backfield with Landon Collins, DRC, Janoris Jenkins, and now Eli Apple. Vernon Hargraves to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. To me, Vernon Hargraves was the second best corner in this draft. So Tampa Bay gets Vernon Hargraves to go to team up with Brent Grimes in that backfield, in the secondary. New Orleans Saints had the shittiest defense last year next to us. So they took a defensive tackle on Sheldon Rankins. This dude's a freaking mammoth of a man. He'll definitely stop the run for them in the division that they're in with Jonathan Stewart, Devontae Freeman. Who else is in that division? Tampa? Is Tampa in the... Yeah, Tampa with Doug Martin, and Carolina you have to worry about with Carolina. You got to worry about Cam too. Laremy Tunsil finally went off the board at number 13 to the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins had a shit offensive line, and plus they needed an offensive lineman, and Laremy Tunsil was the best available. Carl Joseph went to the Oakland Raiders. This dude hits hard. This dude is a smash-mouth, hard-nosed, old-school safety. This guy hits like Cam Chancellor. So great pick by the Oakland Raiders to be back in that, to be way back there in the secondary to take over for the great Charles Woodson. The Browns made the smartest draft pick they did in about maybe a couple years. Corey Coleman, from the wide receiver from Baylor, is heading over to Cleveland to be catching passes from either Josh McCown or RG3. RG3 will probably be more comfortable throwing to a guy like in Baylor who knows the system, the Baylor system, that is. Taylor Decker another Ohio State Buckeye. They went to Detroit, who has a very awful offensive line. He'll be a day one starter, and he can help protect Matthew Stafford. Number 17, Keanu Newell, hard-hitting safety, just like Carl Joseph, went to the Atlanta Falcons. A center in Ryan Kelly went to Indianapolis Colts. This guy can help block defensive tackles and protect Andrew Luck and maybe prevent him from going down for less than the half of the season. Shaq Lawson finally went off the board at number 19 to the Buffalo Bills, who had a need at defensive end with the departure of Mario Williams. So really happy that the Bills picked up. I would have taken Shaq Lawson. I would have been happy with Shaq Lawson, but he went to the Buffalo Bills. We don't really pay the Bills that often. We don't play the Bills this year. I don't remember if we pay the Bills or not. But this dude, I hope he sacks the shit out of Tom Brady. Darren Lee, a linebacker from Ohio State. Again, I think it was like maybe the fifth Buckeye, gone in the first round, went to the New York Jets. Not a polished linebacker. I think didn't they lose they lost the linebacker. I forgot his name. He'll be stepping in, replacing that. They'll probably want him to play inside more than he is an outside linebacker in the NFL. So Darren Lee went to the New York Jets. Will Fuller, to me, who was the who was in the top 5 receiver for this league, for this draft. Will Fuller went to the Houston Texans. The Washington Redskins were supposed to pick at 21, and then they traded just down one to go to number 22 with the Houston Texans. If I made that confusing, the Texans went from 22 to 21, and the Redskins went from 21 to 22. Redskins took Will Fuller, that deep Deshaun Jackson-like receiver from Notre Dame. And then the Washington Redskins took Josh Doxson, the best receiver in this draft. Dude's got great hands. He makes some of the best catches, a great route runner. This was mainly a pick because what the fuck is his name? Pierre Garçon and Deshaun Jackson are coming into contract years, and you're most likely to keep one of those guys, not both of them. Laquan Treadwell went to the Minnesota Vikings. Huge need for them after the departure of Mike Wallace to Baltimore. So good pickup by Minnesota. 23, William Jackson, a cornerback from, where's this dude from? Clemson. All right, G-Fan, my camera died, so I had to quick plug in the charger. I left off at William Jackson. As I said, he went to Cincinnati Bengals. Artie Burns went to a cornerback needy Pittsburgh Steelers. They needed one, so Artie Burns was the best one available. You could have gotten Mackenzie Alexander, but oh well. The Seattle Seahawks traded the number 26 pick to the Denver Broncos. Denver Broncos did pick up number 31, so that 31 slot went to the Seattle Seahawks, and they got, to me, the second best quarterback in this draft in Paxton Lynch. Dude stands at 6'7", 244 pounds, big arm, and highest ceiling. He has a high ceiling in the class, but he's a project. He's not a finished product, but I guarantee he'll start at some point in this season, because with Mark Sanchez as your starter, God knows he's going to start at least a few games. The fans are going to want Paxton. They're going to boo the shit out of Mark Sanchez. 27, Kenny Clark went to the Green Bay Packers. B.J. Raji's taking a year off of football, so Kenny Clark will take that B.J. Raji spot and stop the run up the middle for Green Bay. San Francisco traded back into the first round with Kansas City at 28, and they got a guard out of Stanford named Joshua Garnett, who I've never heard of before. This says that he's the best interior run blocker in this class. He has a massive, well-proportioned frame with an excellent inline power base. Never heard of this dude, but it sounds like a Chip Kelly move to me. Robert Nkemdiche. This guy finally came off the board at number 29 to the Arizona Cardinals, who needed help at the defensive tackle position. This dude will be a great deep fit alongside Chandler Jones on the offensive line. Number 30, Vernon Butler to the Carolina Panthers. The Panthers picked up this guy to help stop the run up the middle. And finally, what's this guy's name? Jermaine Fetty? Is that how you say it? Jermaine Fetty went to the Seattle Seahawks at number 31. Lord knows they need the offensive line help because Russell Wilson got hit a lot. I'm not a Seattle fan. I hate Dallas a lot more than I hate Seattle. I'd rather them get this guy, or besides, I was scared they were going to get maybe Miles Jack or maybe Derrick Henry or whatever. Jermaine Fetty on the offensive line. Great need, great pickup since you lost Russell Okung. It's a great pickup by Seattle. That's the entire first round for you, G-Fam. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Drop a like if you did. Comment down below what were your thoughts on the first round. Second round will be happening tonight at around, I don't know what time. So I'm not going to watch the second round, but I will recap you who the Giants pick on Twitter, which you can follow and find my Twitter down below. Giants__1995 on Twitter. I just made an Instagram and I tweeted out the picture. My Instagram name is the same as my Twitter. Giants__1995 on Instagram. Again, Twitter and Instagram both have 2 underscores. I have the same username for Twitter and Instagram, Giants__1995. Again, that is 2 underscores and the same username for both of social medias. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys next time. Go G-Fam.